Oh, hey, you're still here. Alright, cool. Alright. So, TF2, right? We all know it, or at least most of us do. If you don't know about it, then you must be living under a fucking rock. It's been out since 2007. If you haven't heard about it, you're living under a fucking rock. So, if you're here, you might as well be wondering what the fuck TF2 is. Well, it's mostly labeled the war-themed hat simulator, or the hat-themed war simulator. Depends on where you stand. Maybe it's a fun place where you get to hang out and chill with friends, or a place where you get to try your competitiveness with other people and, DM people. DM being deathmatch, not direct message. Don't get confused. There are servers that are meant for, certain things, like combat surfing, where you just do what's called a surf. It's too hard for me to explain, but once you get the hang of it, it's super intuitive. Rocket jumping, detonator jumping, sentry jumping, sticky jumping. Can every class do, a special jump? I wonder now. I mean, Pyro, Demoman, Soldier, and Engineer can. Scout can technically, with the force of nature, can Heavy? Probably not. Probably. Valve, add details. Anyway, so here's some history, actually, about TF2. TF2 started as... so it started as just Team Fortress. And it was originally a Quake mod. Quake being, the first, truly 3D first-person shooter, to my knowledge. And so Valve hired the group of developers that made the Team Fortress and hired them to basically port it to their Gold Source engine. Gold Source being the engine that ran, Half-Life, Opposing Force, Blue Shift, and also, surprisingly, Raid of Monsters, a third-party game. Now, basically, after that game had great success, actually, they went for a sequel, Team Fortress 2 Brotherhood of Arms. This was much more focused about, war and teamwork, unlike the current Team Fortress 2, which is comedic and, made for soloing, unless it's actually a teamwork objective. What I mean by this is, so basically, there was the ground units and then a commander. The ground units would, be receiving orders or something like that from the commander, and the commander would be issuing the orders and, sending supply crates and shit like that. And so, when they realized this is kind of flawed, they just scrapped it all together, because if the commander was bad at giving orders, then, if the commander never gave the troops supplies, they would definitely run short of ammo and health. Unless someone was just magically able to, do SV infinite ammo or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. And then they realized, it's just fucking hodgepodge of shit. And so they started looking in a different direction. They started to go for more like the original Team Fortress. Then Half-Life 2 came out, revolutionizing the Source engine, and so they had to port it there. And then they realized, oh, fuck, we can't port it, because the coding's different. So they were like, fuck it, we'll just have to start from scratch. This is all going, by word of mouth or some shit like that. I don't know the correct term. So, it's not entirely reliable information. I just want to say, at the 4-minute mark, not entirely reliable. It's just what I've heard. And so they port it to the Source engine, which, fun fact, every single Half-Life engine game, that's what I call the Source engine that Half-Life runs off of, is actually called Half-Life 2.exe. So, yeah, if you look into the files, there's, poke around. If you're playing TF2 and you open Task Manager, it will say Half-Life 2. I don't know why. Okay. The thing that makes TF2 so great, because I'm jumping from topic to topic now. I'm so sorry about that. It's a roller coaster, because I have ADHD and it's hard for me to focus on one specific thing. And so basically, it's what makes it so good. Is it the movement or is it the shooting? It's both. Lazy Purple already explained this, but I mean, who the fuck cares? I'm explaining it now, but Lazy Purple explains it better. It's both the movement and the shooting. You see, the movement, it feels natural. When you go from one direction and immediately switch to another, there's a bit of a delay, as if the characters actually have a weight to them, instead of just, oh, you were pressing D, so you're going left, so you're going right, but now you're pressing A, so okay, let's just move you to the left now. No, there's like a slowdown and then a move up. And like the shooting, like if it's fully automatic, right, it goes and it doesn't sound that loud. I mean, yeah, it's cool to shoot for a while, but like it doesn't do that much damage. Meanwhile, the single fire guns go they have a sense of power to them. The recoil of the shooting, the loud thump of the grenade launcher or the rocket launcher or whatever the fuck you're using, that has a sense of power. And holy fuck, the damage those do. A direct hit grenade does upwards of 100 damage. That's a lot of damage, especially if it's against a big armor spy. Yeah, if you know, you know. And so, yeah, that's just my opinion on TF2. Thank you. See you guys later.